Hello friends, today I'll be discussing about what Indian government is doing to adopt the new technologies in India. We know that 4G has penetrated in India. The next big thing is 5G technology, which is going to enter. And for that, the Department of Telecommunication is coming up with new laws and new policies to cater to this new era of working in holistic view of understanding technology in a very different fashion. When you understand technology in a very different fashion, and if you're able to integrate technology, law, and business, the magic happens. Why I say so? Because when all the technologies are working in a proper manner, the end result is the company, the entity, whosoever is representing that innovation, and it's not one innovation which is going to work in India or across the globe. Collaborative efforts have to be taken to take India to the next level, and then India can be at a place and it can be at the top of the pyramid. And the way I foresee things in the near future, if everything goes well, and if India is able to integrate technology, law, and business, I think India would be at the top of the world. Already, India is serving a lot of countries across the globe as far as some of the technologies is concerned. India is an agricultural country, and a lot of produce is exported to different countries. Foreign companies and foreign individuals who want to settle in India harness the potential of what India is capable to do. So what is currently happening is Indian government is preparing a new telecom policy. Why there is a need of new telecom policy is the question we need to answer. The answer is very, very simple. The last telecom policy was enacted in the year 2012, and we all know from the year 2012 to 2018, a lot has changed over the years. The introduction of smartphone culture is there in India. There was a time where smartphone was a luxury. Now everybody is owning some kind of handheld device to make their calls. Second largest internet subscriber database comes from India. When you talk about world's second largest internet subscriber base, that means you're actually catering to 1.35 billion people in India. So, what is the need of the hour right now? The ease of doing business should be hassle free, and a proactive strategy has to be taken into consideration, especially in startup laws. India still doesn't have a startup law culture, and I personally believe in the internet era. The IT Act, though it has a few provisions, we need to have this proactive approach, a proactive strategy, and a checklist which would be helpful for India to make a mark in the international market. If India is able to frame few of the new policies which will cater to the co-founder disputes which happen on a regular basis. A co-founder dispute is very simple. One person buys the website and the person claims to be the owner of the website. And the worst part is there's no proactive strategy across the globe as far who owns the website. Because once a website is of a company, and if even a person is purchasing it, legally he's not the owner. So it's the ownership of the company. So those are the nuances which needs to be resolved, and I'm working towards it. Currently I'm working with entities across the globe to come up with a startup law culture. So the need of the hour is to come up with a startup law which will cater to this proactive approach strategy. And if the strategy is enacted, I'm sure a lot of disputes which are happening in India itself between co-founders would be resolved. There are co-founder disputes which talk about theft and fraud of the source code. In many of the cases, the co-founder just deletes the website which had a traffic of more than 10,000. What is the remedy in those cases? So those laws have to be enacted, and strict action should be taken against people who are trying to challenge the way the system is working. Law is very open-ended in India. When I say law is very open-ended in India, it means there are a lot of remedies. How you collaborate and present it to the judge makes a difference. Facts in a manner which actually integrates the technology and the law. So the best thing, if you are going through a co-founder dispute, that's a tip I'm providing you. There's a time machine website online, and if you go through the details, you can see even if your website is deleted at one particular point of time, how the website was at the other particular point of time. So the case would be very, very strong, and you would be a winner. So a co-founder dispute, discuss with a lawyer to apply some good strategies which are technology based, rather than just going haywire and discussing stories what happened on what date. That doesn't matter. Once your website is gone, you need to take a proactive approach, and then you need to fight back and get what you deserve, because damages are there in India. You will get what you deserve. In India, especially the Delhi High Court and the other courts in Delhi take intellectual property very, very seriously. And if there's any kind of intellectual property theft, even if in a website, if a content is written by one writer, so you have that copyright remedy also. And when I talk about copyright remedy, it means you can initiate criminal proceedings under various sections. So it's very interesting way of working. One part I wanted to discuss that if you are going through any co-founder dispute and if your facts are right, trust me, there's remedy, and the tenure is very short. Don't think that it will take you 3-4 years to get a remedy. If the facts are right, if the website is even gone, you can just show the judge the time machine, and the time machine will do the magic. Questions and suggestions as far as implementation of any law which is taking place in India, or if you think some kind of laws should be changed in India and it will benefit the masses, do share your thoughts with me, and I would make sure that it goes to the right people in the government authorities. Part is the whole ecosystem of the government working with the lawyers, is that they hear you out. So that's the best part. Points are strong enough, and as I said, if it is actually touching 1.35 billion people, they hear you out and they implement it in the current way of doing their work, because amendments are taking place and the government is very, very serious to take the GDP to the next level. Having said that, have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.